Here we go. Welcome to Disco Elysium. Let's play episode 3. Welcome to the stream, Golden Apples. Nice to have you here. We're going to continue where we left off. We played on Saturday. It kind of felt like we didn't really get anywhere. We wanted to find our way home. We discovered that we can't get across the river because the bridge is... I guess it's up, which means that, like, it's like a drawbridge and you can't get across. Then we ended up going to the factory. We talked to, like, I don't know, a bunch of people. And, yeah, it didn't seem like we got too much progress done, but I guess we're kind of eliminating some areas and we kind of gathered some info. Thanks, Golden Apples. I'm having a grumpy day today, but hopefully playing this will kind of relax me and get me to settle down. I hope your day is going well. Let's check out these. Jump Jams, a popular music mag. A glossy magazine, most able-bodied men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. Hey Esau, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. Let's talk to this guy.
To Rivachol.
Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you. It's addressed to the lieutenant.
Don't you welcome to Rivachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Okay.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
So, I guess calling somebody by the name of the city that we're in is a slur? That's weird. I'm gonna stay out of it. It's men like you who keep Rivachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo. I don't know why that wasn't voice acted, but I guess I did the voice acting for Kim Kitsuragi.
What he means is, fixation on the Rivacholian nation makes it harder for Rivachol to actually attain self-determination.
I feel like I just don't want to deal with this. Like, honestly, I would just keep my nose out of it. What did he say about limbo? Alright, let's do the limbo thing. Limbo, what's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave.
Man, Kim's really jumping to conclusions. What did the guy originally say? Welcome to Rivachol. Like, It's like somebody saying, hey, welcome to Canada. Like, why would you get mad at that? Kim's a little bit sensitive.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
All right, well, Kim's flexing his authority.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I don't like any of these choices. Honestly, like, I'm enjoying this game, but I feel like sometimes the choices that they give us are like really, they don't fit anything that I would want. They seem very black and white. And don't allow for too much nuance. Okay, what did Kim say last? Yeah, I'm not backing up Kim with that. And I'm not smiling at the lorry man either. Okay, now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers. Hello there, 97. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Interesting. You picked up Repentance, golden apples? All right. Well, I hope you enjoy it. More than me, at least. Yeah, lorry. Lorry is like, what is that called? Like a truck driver. They, I don't know, in this world or whatever this reality is that they have going on here, they sometimes use like words that are specific to this universe. Christmas break this weekend. Nice. Okay, apples.
It's exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Really? I'm not going to say sounds like a cover story to me. That's very presumptuous. I'll just say apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it. Other questions?
Yeah. We can talk about repentance later, but for me, it's definitely not even close to as enjoyable as Afterbirth Plus. All right. Now I feel like I missed out on saying something. I feel like whenever they have these, like, the rhetoric, and it says success, and then it says something, I'm supposed to go with, like, the most aggressive response. But I don't know, like, I don't like these aggressive responses. Like, I don't like saying to a guy, sounds like a cover story. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, it's my grumpiness coming through, but okay. Let's ask what the argument was. Actually, I don't give a crap what the argument was about. Honestly, we're done for now. Let's go deal with somebody else. Can I get there?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Let's look at the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and insignia?
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Cool.
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Interesting.
A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Interesting.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
What is with him and all this racism stuff? How is honor, strength, and purity? I don't know. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Alright, let's leave. So my experience with Repentance, when you're talking about Mother and the Beast, I found that going to the Beast, getting to the Beast and to Dogma is easy, but the Dogma and, well, actually Dogma is difficult, but I kind of got the hang of it for the most part. The Four Horsemen I don't really struggle too much with, but the Beast fight is brutal, while going to Mother is the opposite. I find it's really, really difficult to get to Mother, but I find the Mother fight not that difficult. It's not easy, but it's definitely easier than the Beast fight, in my opinion. Freitsig? What? 3 T's, how idiomatic. Can I go in? That was weird. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips, too.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Raincoats? Does that mean like... The hell do they mean packaged raincoats? Yeah, let's find... What's that? What's a raincoat?
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
She taps on the glass counter. The raincoats patiently await purchase. I have no idea what a raincoat is, so I'm not going to buy a raincoat. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
So it's a recycling machine. I see. And how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so...
This chick kind of sounds retarded.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Interesting.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Magnesium, Hypnogamma, Nosafed, Dropamine. 1 health, 3 health, 1 morale, 3 morale. I don't need any of that. Who is Saint Baptiste?
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste. That one, there.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
What do those products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Okay, cool. I think she explained it pretty good. Thank you for explaining, miss.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any ammonia?
Yeah, there's like an ampule somewhere.
Alright. I'm not buying anything. Alright. Well, that was eventful. I feel like we're just gathering a lot of information, but not really progressing anything. Hold on, I could use ammonia so that I don't smell the rotting corpse. Hold on. Okay, let's go back in. What did she say about the ammonia? She said that they do have it, but something. I want to buy ammonia. I feel like ammonia could help me cut down the corpse. Oh, what's that? That wasn't highlighted before.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles lined the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
She looks at the wall of goods behind her, then adjusts her hat.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
I feel like these voices in my head, some of them are trying to lead me astray.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
What if I don't want to finish my alcohol quest? Because I really don't. Do you... What do we have here? Give me Commodore red wine, pale aged vodka, potent Pilsner beer, Astra cigarettes. Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Fritz only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Alright. Thought I'd ask. You never know.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
No longer do I have the option for the ammonia.
I don't know. I don't really know what hypnogamma is. I guess it...
Okay, I guess it's not giving me the option to ask about the ammonia. Can we highlight something for the ammonia? I want bloody ammonia. Guess that's what I get for not paying closer attention. Alright. Loading. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings. The ad reads broken window. Tibbs has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. Let's see what's up with this person. The things I've seen. And said... Alright. Got a booze hound. What is that? Plastic bag. Nice. Alright, let's fill it up with these empty bottles and cans from the garbage. And now it won't let me...
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You smell the word Onug written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
I don't know what Onug is.
That's Kuno on the lens.
Oh, okay. Kuno did this. Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards.
All right.
Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent sets up on the ice.
Vandalism. Shake my head.
Probably some kids.
Yeah, I know exactly which kid. It's Kuno that did it. Just don't like that I can't reselect this damn garbage can. I got a bag now.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
Yeah, sure, let's ask out. What's a tourist attraction doing here?
There was a revitalization project in '49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
What
They
happened?
got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Can we do something about it?
We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
You know what? It's 25 cents, whatever. Let's have a look.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal.
Pull the handle and look inside.
The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob to focus your vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
The lieutenant takes off his glasses and cleans them. There are ruins of some kind of that building. Okay, so he's... yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Alright, well, we gained 5 experience for doing that, so that's something, I guess. We're halfway to our next skill point. You know what, I'm just going to change some options here. I feel like... turn down the music a bit, turn down the environment a lot, turn down the weather a bit. Turn up the voiceover. And I think we're good. What's this? A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Oh, the bird. Okay, I see it. I didn't know what that was at first. It's a bird, I guess. Hey, can we go through here?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Only 3% chance of... Alright, well... okay, let's leave. I'm not gonna try to do something that I have a 3% chance of succeeding at. Hey, it's that little brat. Alright, let's have a look. Can we highlight this? There we go. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff. 8 cents. And some magnesium. Guess we're auto-saving. Yeah, let's start on this side. Can I go in here? No. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. We got some stuff. Nosafed and orange bum hat. Cool, we got a hat. Let's put on a bum hat. Sounds fun. Our reaction speed increases, but our rhetoric goes down. Okay, now I don't want to wear it. Hey, Michael McSaucy, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here, man. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. A balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging. That's good. That smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him.
Down there.
A garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts.
There must be another way into the building.
Nice. Hope you enjoy your popcorn,
It's
Esau.
been a week and now they show up?
You talk to him?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice, despite the cold. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. No trouble from me. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Maybe if I bum a cigarette off of him, maybe then he'll loosen up? I don't know. I don't really want to bum a cigarette off of him. I don't like the way that, like, I wish there was other options to ask him things. Because actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you. That sounds kind of... I don't know, I just don't like that approach. I don't like either one of those options. Alright, let's do this one. Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his
Like
shirt.
a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you look at Kim?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Rain patters on the window sills and dead house plants. Too late to do them any good.
It'll take more than rain to bring this place back to life.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, the neighboring windows are streaked with rain.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Interesting name.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
He scans the courtyard. It's silent like the bottom of a well, every sound captured and reflected back. All right.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of a cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Well, you know what? Let's try it. Even though it's only 28%, let's give her a go.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen. I am just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends a cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
Very cool.
It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
Cool.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
The lieutenant nods toward a small rock on a soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Turn it over.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
Nice.
This must be for the front door. Pity he doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Put the stone back. Let's go see this brat here.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Well, you're not sleeping, you brat.
Logic error. She's not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
I'm definitely more clever than you, you stupid brat. Now, how are we going to find this guy? Fair enough. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Okay, that's exit and there's the balcony. Maybe we should go to the balcony? What's all this stuff? What is that? Glasses. Cool. Let's check out these glasses. It gives us +1 logic, balancing the books. -1 authority. Filthy boho, probably a narcomaniac. Let's put on the glasses. Cool. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. Let's have a look in here first a little bit, and then we'll check out the balcony. I feel like we might be able to find something that will... An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Well, that probably means it's a family living there. Husband, wife, and child. Only makes sense, right? Okay, let's not go in too deep. Actually, what's this here? Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Let's inspect the symbol closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order.
Interesting.
Also, some social democrats were already using it.
What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
Okay, fair enough. What does it evoke in me?
Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, we'll come back to that stuff later. Let's check out the balcony. It's where the dude was. I feel like we're actually making progress now. Because I feel like the first half hour was like more of the same as episode 2, where like we just talked and gathered information but didn't really make any progress. Now it feels like we're actually going somewhere, which is nice. The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. What? Okay. Yeah, let's take it. What was that? The hell is that? Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Can I go there? No? Okay, guess that's it. 3 doors. He's got to be in one of these 3. I don't want to just start knocking, because we saw him walk off this way and up the stairs, so we know he's not in this one. Let's go back inside and see if there's anything that'll give us clues as to which apartment he's in. Whoa, $4.52? Jackpot. Different exit. And another balcony. A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. The sea below looks cold and winter gray. Someone has torn down the wall. An old grocery list on the table and checks.
What happened here?
You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall. This looks so sad.
Put your emotions aside. Try to focus on abstract, impersonal things.
Are you serious? Alright, I guess we're not supposed to use any emotions. You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
There's always a little something in the fridge.
Indeed.
Let's take it all. Alright, let's talk to this lady. Maybe she'll know.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom. Her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. This won't take long. I only have a few questions.
Go ahead, then. What do you want to know, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony.
Yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28.
There we go.
Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
She points east. Okay, room 28.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
The cleaning lady shrugs, her mouth puckered like a dried fig. Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
That's all, thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
I don't care who she is. Let's just leave. Thanks, I'm off. So she said to the east. This should be to the east. No, hold on. That would be the west. Sorry. Oh, what's this? What is that? Postcard, Boogie Street. What is this postcard? Oh, we can sell these? Hey, we got some ammonia. Dude. Okay, so we got the ammonia already. Nice. This crumpled up postcard depicts an open air market in Boogie Street 5 years ago. A vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stalls, hung by their feet from canopy. Red blood flows onto the muddy street. Blurry shadows of people pass. Wish I could look at it closer. So I need apartment number 28. I'm gonna guess it's the last one on the upper level. Let's see if I'm correct. So I think there's 3 on the upper level, aren't there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's 3 on the upper level. Yeah. I predict door number 3. Nope, that's number 30. Voices from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. So, do they skip numbers? Is this... No, that's 29. Complete silence. Whoever lives here isn't home.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening.
He looks around, taking in the cold spring air. Why in the evening?
We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What do you mean?
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.?
Why would you wait a full, day and a half?
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can remember things. You got this.
Sounds good. Tomorrow, 2100.
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment building. Don't worry. You'll get him. Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for today.
I don't think he's gone for today. Can I knock again?
No one answers.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Can I knock again?
No one answers.
We should return tomorrow.
Alright. Fine. Fine, game. Just a door, nothing for you for you here right now. Okay. Let's maybe use the ammonia and try to cut down the corpse. We can also potentially go and check out the kitchen inside the hotel because the chef is done doing his stuff. Because I believe they said 1 p.m. is when when the chef is done, and we could come back and actually check out the kitchen. All right. I'm gonna go and get some water. Give you guys some water pouring ASMR. And some water refilling ASMR as well. right. Well, since we're here, let's have a look at a few more things. Cape Side Apartments. Oh, it's just a street sign. Gotcha.
Hey, up here, Piggo.
You talking to me, woman?
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
All right. Hep. Yeah, when were you last tested?
Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. Kinda like a man-o'-war.
Sounds like she's a bit of a dumpster, if you know what I mean. Despite the attitude, she puts the brush aside.
A brush? An artist? The red splatter is urban expressionism.
What are you doing at to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
Really?
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. So you don't know what to write?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mono is here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cads. And my name's not Mona, so...
Why are you so committed to facing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know. Summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Yeah?
I'm gonna have to stop you. This is hooliganism.
Let's be realistic. What are you going to do? Climb up there?
You heard your partner, Piggy. I'm unstoppable.
You keep looking off to the side. Where are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat dock next to the pier.
Hatred? Disgust? It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features.
Jealousy? How about jealousy?
The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Sure they do.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershore. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
All right.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Cool.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to us on.
Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Very true.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Oh, she's really pleasant. Everybody in this game is really, what's the word I'm looking for?
Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on.
Yeah, don't make me come up to that balcony and smack you around. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair. Inside. Didn't read in time. Looks like there was more construction here decades ago. Cat? There's a cat somewhere? I didn't see a cat anywhere. Or are you talking about the cat in the box? Some magnesium. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain 33A. Your room in the Whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. Wow.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
All right, let's throw her off.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbor. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Let's shake her hand. I don't care what her middle name is. I don't care if it throws her off.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
That's a really weird thing to say.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. This is a tactic.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it? Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat. while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible. Within reason.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
Gotta get more comfortable underwear then.
You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet.
Okay, makes
sense. As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Damn.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi, from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Remember my partner told you I'm recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Oh, screw off with this badge.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Then I'll find it somehow. Let's talk about something else until I do.
Of course. But before we do, officers, let me be perfectly clear. The situation is extremely volatile. The sooner we can speak about this lynching business, the better for all of us.
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead. Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Can I see your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
Still need to see a license, ma'am.
Actually, you don't.
What do you
The
mean?
Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little-known fact among us law officials.
More like the Anarchy Act, in my opinion.
No need to politicize this. You may still ask for the lady's passport.
Yes, I'm going to need to see your passport.
Of course.
Look at her passport.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seagent.
All right.
The Republic of Vespa, formerly the Republic of Vespa Messina, was once a dual kingdom. An amicable parting of ways produced two constitutional monarchies. Vespa, the richer of the two, is an occidental nation known for its proximity to the Pale and its exotic financial derivatives.
Anything else?
It is a stable country, and yet there has always been something ominous about its perfect stability. It's a place at the edge of the Mwindi Isola, overlooking the Obi-Sunt Isles, fracturing into the great unrest of the Pale.
Look at the photo page.
The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you, face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads, Rejoice Leighton Messier.
Your name is Rejoice?
Yes. But please don't call me that.
Why?
Joyce is much more efficient.
You're from the Republic of Vesper.
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling.
Everything appears to be in order.
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Okay, but what kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft. A 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Interesting.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Not a lot of people on boats here.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, we're on an archipelago?
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Caillou? I thought we were on Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
What's that supposed to mean?
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Hey Perp, welcome to the stream. I would say I'm probably about 5 hours in. Have you played the game? Neither is this. The woman, what do I mean? It's a machine for crossing the bay between the city and the islands. Okay.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich.
Why?
Why what? Stop thinking. Take her down.
All right, sure.
Charge. You've got the guns and the ammo.
Nice. How long did it take you to beat it? Let's talk about the economics of this boat you're on.
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class?
Yes, exactly.
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a professional negotiator.
Then what does that say? Does it say, docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A? .33A, this old proletarian haunt here. As I said, plenty of people drive boats, of all social strata.
Let's try this.
Your synapses flesh.
I like number 2 and number 3. Savor every moment, don't rush it. I'm trying not to rush it. I'm taking my time. It's probably going to take me a few months to beat because I'm playing it only twice a week for a few hours each time, so. Hey Dylan, welcome to the stream, man. Nice to have you here. There doesn't seem to be much space left with this 19-pace sloop docked here.
Yep, that's the stuff.
Good thing everyone else has tiny skiffs.
I assure you, they drove quite the hard bargain for this space. But you're right. I am a bourgeois woman, and this is my long, incredibly lightweight, interminably bourgeois boat.
I think I have a handle on this, on the boat thing. Dylan is in the house. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Who are the other Indo-tribes?
Saint-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
You're in good company, it seems. Ah, man, they had 4 options, and the one that I wanted disappeared now. Oh well.
Why, thank you.
She does not register the real meaning of the remark. How much money does Wild Pines have? That's what I wanted
I'm
to
not
ask.
at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Holy moly.
A billion?
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
A wave hits the sloop. She grasps the mainstay for balance.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when Pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
All right.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
The game is very thick. I feel like they also give you a lot of information that, like, is unnecessary. But, I don't know. I guess it's kind of world building. What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
I'm not getting any Lovecraftian vibes from this at all. 8% of all cargo in the world? That's quite the endeavor indeed.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Elements. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
How do I repeal it then?
Why? By throwing off half a century of foreign domination under the Coalition. Unfortunately for you, the Coalition also leases you the right to police West Revachol.
You got me intrigued, Perp.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
Alright, I'll leave it alone.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
Oh, what is your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now
Yes.
they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Ah. Oh, you mean Measurehead.
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
She leans back and rolls her eyes. How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
I think they gave me an option to fight the guy, and I had like a 7% success rate. So I didn't even bother.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
So 3 weeks ago was in the middle of February, so we're at the beginning of March, I guess.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Oh, what are they?
Ludicrous, even. It's meant.
Yeah, what are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Over-aggressive commie posturing.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
Most of them probably don't know what that means.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers
Holy
in its
crap.
Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
The workers can't be kings. The king is king.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start.
What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Tell me about this union boss, Miss Claire. Mr. Claire, sorry.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are two of him?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself outside the brothers, Claire?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act. But they did it. I can respect that. Organized labor at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say...
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to me.
And your opinion, Detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
Prefer not to have an opinion on these things.
Of course, officer.
The scab... Okay, The scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrog, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
Of course.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Yeah, when I show my damn badge. What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Cool.
Yes. Extremely. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the Union.
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
All right.
Thank you for your concern, man. We'll be just fine.
So we might go swimming with the fishes. That's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
I'm not going to ask her for money. Thank you, that's all for now.
Of course, Detective. Take care.
Hey. Psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
How come there's a word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners,
what?
Impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
I haven't said anything like that.
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that will devour and masticate mankind.
What the hell are you talking about, rhetoric?
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, first, what's this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts.
Oh, it's getting dark.
Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world.
Yeah, I don't know where the game's getting these ideas from.
You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way, buddy.
You against the atom, the charm and the spin. where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
It's too tiring. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Tell the working man it's over, unless anyone has objections.
I would say they're probably just good at bullshitting. Total Jedi mind trick, 100%.
No objections. It's mathematically impossible to achieve a classless society. Everyone knows this.
There we go. This is logic talking.
Did someone mention cocaine? Are we doing cocaine?
What?
No. I'm sure I heard someone say cocainism. Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one? There's no one. Okay then. Lie down and let the water carry you downstream.
Goodbye, communism. I like those words. My family escaped from communism, so I have no desire to go back to that BS. Hey, what's that down there? He sounds like spam. Yeah, he does sound like spam, just like random crap. A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. Interesting. What's this here? What is this here, I say? A $1.84? Heck yes. What's going on? Oh. Can I highlight it? Come on.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname.
I'm gonna look closer first.
The faded marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone. They look pretty ancient.
Kim, look. Bullet holes.
Where?
Someone has been shot. We're cops. We should solve it.
There? Those are old.
What do you mean, old?
These bullets were fired during the revolution, over half a century ago. They do not warrant investigation.
Okay, what can you tell me about the revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Yeah, sure, let's go. Let's leave these people alone. I want to cut down that body. Yep, there was a war.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Wow, so the ammonia only brings it up to 17%. Okay, let's turn away. Let's have a look here. Damn, we're really close to leveling up. We only need 5 more experience. The 15th Indo tribe. Wild Pines, whatever. Names of Revacholian Indo tribes spring into your head, set loose at the mention of Wild Pines. Royal monopolies, octopuses, and swordfish, most of them gone now. YBP, Expanse, St. Baptiste, blah blah blah. But isn't one missing? Wait, no, there were only 14. Then why do you feel like there was a 15th Indo tribe? Okay, let's internalize. What? What is this? Okay, I guess stop. Huh. So we can do the same thing with this? Weird. Okay. How do I get those two connected? There we go. Nothing connects. Okay, let's just stop. Okay, not too sure how that works. We'll figure it out. What do I need to cut this down?
There he still is.
Endurance.
Looking right
okay.
through you with his white eyes. The boy.
Let's go inside. Let's check out. What is that pipe there? It's like, it's weird. Let's go inside, check out the kitchen. Maybe we'll get a little bit more experience, and then we can add some stuff to our endurance, and maybe that'll help us cut down the body. Yep. Okay, kitchen's open. Nice. What's that? Photos of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. Oh, we forgot to check the fridge in that apartment building. Didn't we? I feel like we totally forgot to do that. I don't know why that just came to me now. Let's take the money. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air.
Yes?
I want that. I want the door. Can I highlight the door? No, I guess not. That was just my imagination, I guess, then.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook.
Huh. Gorący kubek. That's Polish for hot cup. The guy's name is Hot Cup.
As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Goranci and Kubek.
You pronounced it wrong. It's Gorący. not Garonse. Garonsi. Garonse.
Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garansi Quebec. Please. It's not funny.
Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions?
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You got some impressive pots here.
He smiles.
Thanks, Dylan.
And bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. No, I can't. There's this door here. Why can't I highlight it? Maybe I can. Okay. Oh no, it wasn't a door, but there's some change. All right, fair enough. Well, you know what? I'm gonna try. I'm not too sure what that symbol is, Mike. But is that like? I'm not too sure what that is. All right, let's try this, even with our 17%.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Let's give it a
with
shot.
His white eyes. You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in.
There we
The
go.
odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Beautiful.
It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons.
Let's step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
A guy with a bra on his head? I thought it was a heart. I thought it was a heart behind him. Let's check out these boots. The boots seem interesting.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
They aren't just boots, are they? They're armor.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Sabatons? What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days.
No, it seems to me like he was stripped of the clothes before he was hung. Like, if anything would have been taken, it would have been the boots, not the stuff that was above higher. That doesn't make any sense, Kim Kitsuragi.
We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
He nods toward Kuno, who's eyeing you suspiciously. Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there's no rust of the armor?
No, I think he had something precious underneath his clothes. They had to remove the jeans we found in the trash to get to it. This kind of armor is often worn under fabric.
It's worn under fabric? It looks very bulky. Like you would have to have very loose clothes to put clothes over top of that. I figured as much.
Nice. That makes sense.
What if they told him to strip before they hung him, to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties, and the like. This one still has his underpants.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Don't make me come over there, Kuno. I'll smack you upside the head.
Clearly, Kuno would like to interject something here. Enough for him to hold on to.
Let's try to pull the boot off.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Uh-oh, it's gonna break.
Stop!
The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
I'm gonna let go of the boot.
What's wrong with you, asshole? Where's he letting go, Kuno?
I don't know, baby. I don't know why he's such a...
That's funny that that's a word that they would bleep out, but everything else they leave in.
Officer, if I may ask, what were you trying to achieve by putting on the deceased foot?
What's wrong with figs? There's nothing wrong with figs. The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
So why did they leave the boots on? The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation of the ceramic with his index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Huh. It's quite the armor.
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Whoa.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Ka-ching, baby.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
No, that's not what I meant.
Of course.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
Yeah, I'd appreciate no spoilers. These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
We don't need to knock on the boot.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Let's inspect the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Is this a national pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
We're missing something here.
I agree.
A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
I'll let him do his work. I'm not going to bother him. Hello, Luana. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting. Then
a sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Cool. Was it say LFD standard?
In case we need it.
The lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest. So it's just a Polaroid that he had. What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He hands you the piece of rolled up photo paper. It is no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Cool. Let's squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Nice.
This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
It does. Obviously he was hanging when he died.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Let's relax our eyes.
The monster comes back into focus. An explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
Oh. Yep, he crapped himself when he died. That's what happens.
So, what do you think?
I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports her hanging.
Yep, seems like a lynching to me.
Everything here seems to corroborate that assumption. But we should still get him down before signing a probable cause of death.
Something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet.
Oh,
Purge
gross.
liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
Jeez.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
Oh, man.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
We got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Yeah, because they were throwing the rocks at the corpse.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
Alright, let's back off and catch our breath.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
Alright, I'm going to take a 90-second to 2-minute break here. I'm just going to feed my cats, and I'll be right back to continue on our initial investigation of the body, and then hopefully we can cut the body down. I'll be right back. I've returned. Hey, it looks like it's raining. Did that just start? Didn't notice that before. Let's look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me who you are, dead man.
I'm gone.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Coppo.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
Myself.
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
A baby affected with harlequinism.
You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini. Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
I also want to answer myself in the bathroom mirror.
There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks.
Interesting.
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
Holy, must be drinking really heavy. Enough.
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Let's inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Damn. So it can hold up a lot of weight.
Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
What was that? A word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
This is a bad time for a drink, right?
Extremely.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is the reinforced kind for air transport. My brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it?
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
No, they might have forgotten to brief me.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
So it's easier to pull him up. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
He makes a pulling motion, yep. Yeah, so they strung him up. They didn't hang him, they pulled him up.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
I have something I need to know, Corpse Man.
Of course. You have questions, don't you?
What is happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your...
Black, frothy liquid starts bubbling on his lips.
Imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
These golden apples. Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Provocopo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Because he told me to. Nod towards Kim.
You're a lying sack of shit, Coppo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is over. It's just me now.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have. into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past, way out in the west.
Alright.
Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Cool. So how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Let's step back for another look first.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Yep, the preliminary examination is done. Let's get him down from there.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
We got 70 experience. That's awesome.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean, someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news
Wow.
for you. That is a detective.
Damn. So we're the lowest rung on the ladder?
I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe we can ask for help from the harbor.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Yeah, that's a good point, Kim.
I would really prefer if there was another way. These people might have an agenda.
Yeah, wait, let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Maybe we could shoot him down?
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
There, the buckle holds the belt together.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
I'm gonna say nothing and let him decide.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket.
Cool. He feels confident.
And produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader. Ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's death's position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
I'm not gonna say anything.
He's gonna fucking
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
You suck at shooting, Lieutenant.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole! Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised.
He looks around at the windows overlooking the yard.
Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can I have the gun? I should try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
The piece shines in his outstretched hand.
They only have one gun! This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, Kuno's a pain in the butt. Really want to smack him around. Take the gun.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
I think I'm good at shooting.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Close my left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Shut up.
Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Point the gun at Kunoi's.
Do it! Set me free!
Don't.
Do it!
Point the gun at the belt.
Intense shit, copper.
Kurt waved his gun! It wasn't intense, it was pathetic!
Damn, we lost stuff because we responded provocation? What a bunch of BS. Whatever, let's try it. Damn.
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
Gross. Alright, let's heal ourselves.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry! I knew it! What a mulko!
There's something wrong with your weapon, Lieutenant. It keeps missing.
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
He takes his sidearm from you and holsters it.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
That's preposterous. We're not giving you the gun, kid. Or... we let him have a try. See, in the real world, I wouldn't give the kid the gun, but in this crazy backwards world, maybe we should give him the gun. Well, you know what? Maybe the lieutenant won't even let him take the guns, but let's say it.
The lieutenant does not dignify that with an answer. He snaps the button on his holster and says,
"We still need to get him down somehow."
His tone is growing tired now. The stench makes him turn away from the corpse. But how?
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
How do we get inside the harbor?
From the gates. By negotiating or fighting. Or we can try the secret route we found, where your cloak is. It looked doable.
The secret route we found? Did we find a secret route? Okay.
"To the gates. Let's negotiate."
Well, let's get to it then.
So you tried to kill Kuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it?
I think we've all moved past that by now, Kuno.
Not all of us. Acts like that stick with you for a while.
No one's moving anywhere. Do this shit again, and Kuno's gonna climb in your room at night with a knife.
He points towards the whirling in rags and whispers.
Kuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna climb in through that balcony. Put the fucking knife in you. Yeah, I've been in your room. But you and Kuno are good for now. Pals, shoot that shit at Kuno. Let's have a jolly time.
The determination in his voice leaves little room for doubt in his sincerity. He means every word. Needs to be taken seriously.
You didn't threaten me.
One word out of you, pig shite, and you're locked out of the Kuno experience forever. You hear me?
You hear the Kuno?
Alright, let's nod.
And you're back in business with the Kuno. Now what is it?
I have more questions about the crime scene.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it?
The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene.
Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, "I told you so," any louder.
No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering I'm investigating, and I already have pants.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig.
I was wondering about the trash container.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig.
Perps might have stashed something more in that container.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling this shit to Kuno?
Alright.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
I found your shack.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I pushed the panels aside, Kuno.
And then what? You fucking there? You fucking Kuno's kingdom?
He's trying to fuck at you again, Kuno!
I found a plate covered with powder residue. You know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam! Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
The 12-year-old kid's a junkie?
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
What's with the tube of magnesolam, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was.
You could use some.
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
Come on, it's just magnesium. Don't mystify it.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
He looks at you, eyes bulging.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Could I get into the harbor from the roof?
Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just got a fly pig.
I've got to jump to get in? Maybe not. Is that it? Easy.
Not for you, pig. Kuno can't wait to see you get all scared and shit your pants.
Kuno can't wait to see you shit your fat pants.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy. Just jump.
I'm not going to ask him about the coat. What's with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Demo tape, like some kind of musician?
Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
Alright, I've heard enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno.
The fuck about it?
There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks left. The marks your stones left on the corpse.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
Where's the rest of his armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
A mutant?
Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What do you mean you threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
Who do you mean, troubadour?
Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
You mean Mañana?
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Are you just telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you You may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Let's see if he'll answer this now. Do you know how we got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay. Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking...
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mexico, or I don't know, some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
He was in Cyberpunk 2077? What the hell? Isn't that the name of the city? Night City?
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Yep. That's a fictional city name. Night City doesn't exist.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno's City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Alright, let's head off
Kuno
for now.
Doesn't fucking care.
Make me smack you up, Kuno. So I guess jumping's the way we gotta go? I think I had like super low chances. But we also have some stuff that we can level up, so maybe we'll level up something to give us a better chance to jump. Damn, we're 15 away from having a second one.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own.
Savoir-faire. Okay. Where's savoir-faire? Am I blind? Oh, there it is. Oh, you know what? We can take off 2 of our items and raise our savoir-faire. What's lowering our savoir-faire? Okay, let's remove the shoes. Let's remove our trousers. Nice. Okay, now let's see what
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing.
42%.
No one has claimed it for their own.
Okay, let's level up. Let's level up, and that should get us above 50%.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing.
All
no
right.
one has claimed it for their own.
Let's give it a try. 58%. I like my chances.
No, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up there.
Holy wow, that's high. Doesn't seem dangerous. The lieutenant must be crazy to suggest that. This is certain death. The vertigo almost pushes you over the edge. Damn.
You could have died there. Shit, 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 shit. I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey, what happened?
I'm alright, Kim. I just can't do it right now.
I understand. We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a cloak after all.
Well, that was disappointing. Guess we'll run around without any pants on for a bit. Hey Robert, welcome to the stream. Actually, I think I'm going to be wrapping this up here. We'll continue on Sunday. Sunday. Oh, hold on, where am I supposed to go? I went too far, didn't I? There we go. And run around with no pants on. Hopefully you don't Porky Pig it. Okay, highlight the door. Okay. No worries, Robert. Before I end this, we'll have a look at some of our objectives and come up with a plan for Sunday, because we need to get inside the factory. But there might be something else, so let's have a quick look. Yeah, so we can ask the Jolly Mesk about the armor. We can ask people about the tattoos. We can talk to Kim about the case. Yeah, so the main thing is the harbor. We want to go to the harbor and we want to talk to Kim. So that's what we'll do. We'll talk to Kim and we'll go to the harbor. No worries, Prip. All right, guys. So we'll leave it at this, and what are pants? Exactly. What are pants? All right. So yeah. We'll leave it here, and we'll try to get into the harbor on Sunday. Hope to see you guys then. Same time I'll be doing this, so 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Hope to see you there, and then take care, guys. Bye-bye.